Welcome. Today we're going to do a few things to strengthen the back. We'll be working in a very gentle way. We'll be working down on the floor, but if you can't get down on the floor, that's okay. You can go ahead and lie on a bed and work on that surface. If you are on a bed, I'm going to give you a cue later to get a cushion, actually a pillow from the bed to put under your abdomen when we're face down. But we'll begin by getting down to your hands and knees. So go ahead, come down to table. And do have a cushion. If you feel like your back is sensitive, you have a cushion, a thin cushion if you're on the floor, and a thicker pillow, soft pillow if you're on a bed, okay? So go ahead and get into table, hands and knees. You want your knees under your hips and the heels of the hands under the shoulders. Spread your fingers out. And we want to warm up the back just a bit here. So from here, when you exhale, contract your abdomen, tuck your chin, and tuck your tailbone into cat stretch, and then inhale and arch your spine. So we're just getting some movement from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. And as you're working here, try to pay attention to how this movement is happening. When you're rounding your spine, the abdomen, the front of the body, is contracting and the back is stretching. And then when you arch your spine, your abdomen's relaxed and stretching, the back muscles are strengthening, are contracting. So it's good to just be aware of what's happening, how this motion's being created in the body, instead of just moving without really connecting to the movement. And then come back to neutral and sit back in a child's pose. Reach your arms out. Keep your head between your arms. Let your forehead come down. And just hold here for a moment. Shift your hips from side to side just to get a bit of a stretch into your hips and your back. And then back to the center, lift up. And now we're going to come down to our stomachs. And I want you to grab a cushion if you have a sensitive low back, okay? If you can, just lie down. And we'll begin by just settling here in crocodile pose or makarasana. And you want to stack your forearms, step your feet apart, and let your forehead rest on your forearms. And just take a moment here to settle, relaxing through your back, sensing your whole body settling and connecting to the contact you're making with the support underneath you. Connect to the flow of your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. Feel the sides of the waist expand. Feel the low back rise and fall with the breath. Feel your abdomen pressing against the surface and then softening. And then from here, bring your forehead down to the floor or just surface you're on. Slide your legs together just to about hip-width apart alignment. Reach your arms down alongside your body with your palms down. And then activate your legs. Hug your glutes toward your tailbone. Strengthen your abdomen to support your back. And hold the effort there. Hold that effort. Reach your arms down, palms down. We're going to keep the forehead in contact with the surface and work into the upper back. So from here, when you inhale, pick your shoulders up and your arms up and then reach down to help the shoulders draw down away from the ears. And then exhale, release down. And we're going to repeat that a few times. As you inhale, lift, reach the arms down, exhale, lower. Stay strong through the legs and the glutes. Keep your forehead down. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, reaching down. Exhale, down. One more time, lifting, reach your arms down. Hold for a moment here. Hold and breathe. Activate the glutes a bit more. Strengthen the legs. Expand through the body. You're trying to lengthen the body out. And as you exhale, release down, relax, and turn your head to one side. And just rest here for a moment. Position your arms in a way that's comfortable. You can rest. Breathing evenly, relaxing through the shoulders, your neck, your face. Now we're going to do another strengthener for the upper back in a different variation with the arm position. So from here, bring your forehead down again. Strengthen the legs, but now this time hug your legs together and press your legs down. Strengthen the glutes. Reach your arms out to the sides and create right angles with your elbows, having the elbows a little lower than the shoulder alignment. Keeping this sort of goalpost position here. And now as you inhale, lift your shoulders and arms and then hug your elbows towards your waist. And we're going to hold this effort. So strengthening, holding, breathe. Keep your forehead down. Breathe evenly. Activate the glutes. Make sure your legs stay strong. And then as you exhale, relax and turn your head in the opposite direction. And rest again. Take some nice even breaths here. And now bring your forearms in front of you and let your head rest on your forearms again. Slide your legs together, but not touching. We're going to have a little bit of space between the legs, and we're going to work with the legs, moving one leg at a time, starting with your right. Now as you inhale, lift your right leg up, keep your knees straight, activating in the glutes, the low back, and then exhale, lower down, and switch. Inhale, lift the left leg up, exhale down. Keep the abdomen strong so the low back is supported by the abdomen. Move with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Keep the belly active. Try not to let go of that stability there. Okay, and then one more time on each side, finishing on your left. Finish on your left. And then lower down. Relax your hips and your legs, your low back. Bend your knees. And then keep one knee bent, extend the other, and then switch. And move like you're kicking, relaxing through the backs of the legs, the glutes, the low back. And then release your legs down. And now hug your legs together again. Strengthen the glutes. Keep the legs holding together. Slide your hands under your shoulders. And then bring your forehead down. Elbows are bent. Draw your shoulders down. So we're preparing for an upper body lift here, but we want to stabilize first. Strengthen the abdomen. Keep your abdomen active to feel that you're supporting your back. Forehead's down, palms down. And then from here, we're not going to be lifting very high, but from here, pick up your chest, your shoulders, neck, head, and then reach your chin forward and look out ahead of you as much as you can, and then exhale all the way down to your starting point. And then repeat that, drawing the chest, shoulders back, lifting the head, tipping the chin forward, and then lower down, move with your breath. Keep your legs strong. Inhale, lift. Looking out ahead of you, getting into the back of the neck, the base of the skull, release down. One more time, inhale, lift. And exhale down. And then from here, step your feet apart. Anchor your hands and push back up into table. Now your knees under your hips. And as you exhale, sit back into child's pose. Keep your arms outstretched, but then inhale, lift right back up. So you're just going to lift and lower a few times, relaxing the back from that work. Move with your breath. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, gliding back. And then come back to neutral. Shift your weight side to side, putting weight into your right arm and leg and then left arm and leg. Move to one side and then rotate around in a circle. Just getting a bit of a rotation, relaxing through the elbows, soften your neck, your hips, your low back, releasing through the inner thighs a bit. And then move in the opposite direction. And then you come back to the center and come up to kneeling, and then we'll come up to stand briefly, okay? And standing with your feet hip width apart, or actually a little wider than hip width apart. Soften your knees, find a focal point to look at in front of you. Bring your hands on your low back. We're going to relax the muscles we were just working. So we're going to cradle the back with the palms. And then from here, tip your hips to one side and push your hips forward, rotate around in a circle. Reaching the hips forward, moving back, just getting a bit of a stretch into the inner thighs, the hips, the back. And then move in the opposite direction. And then come back to the center, keeping your feet this wider angle. Soften your knees. Shift your weight side to side. Let your arms swing. And then make your way into a gentle twist, letting the arms just swing. Keep your gaze forward. And then come back to the center. And step your feet back to neutral alignment, feet hip width apart, parallel now. Soften your knees, keep your gaze forward, and then relax your shoulders. Just move the shoulders up and back a few times. Shake your arms out. And you can keep looking ahead or bring your gaze down or close your eyes and take a moment to connect to how you're feeling, sensing the back of your body, sensing the work you were doing in your back. Perhaps there's a bit more of a sense of awareness of the core of the body, your belly, back, your pelvic floor. Perhaps you feel a bit of warmth through the shoulder blade area, mid-back. Just observe. There's no right or wrong. You're just sensing how you feel. Let your body soften and rest. Even though you're standing, there is an ability to soften. And then place your hands on your abdomen, connect to your breath. Allowing your body and breath to be at ease. You can stay here as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and relax. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this bit of back strengthening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.